Okay, well, let's get going then. Let's try and beat the game, yeah? So I already have everything loaded in DOSBox. Over here. Oh, you can see the chat on screen as well. Everything is sized up okay, I think. Haven't tested it yet. Okay. Let me know if the game is too low, because I haven't set it too high yet. The Grand Vizier Jafar. Yeah, you're right. The game is, other than the slight musical interludes in there, the sound effects are generally low in this. So if it does keep on being a problem, let me know and just lower it a bit. I noticed yesterday I had everything in post audio in the recording settings. I had everything at plus 10 decibels, so the mic was clipping really badly when I played it back, but I think it's slightly better now at least. Alright, so let's do the same shortcut. A bit more gracefully this time, hopefully. I'll be looking at the game window. Did I manage to lower him? No. Whoop. Okay. And chat is about the same place as I'll be looking at the stream manager as well, so things do seem a bit more organized looking at it right now. You can check out how much time you have left with the spacebar. I was thinking about what I said yesterday, and while the game does stand out because of its fluid graphics, something that is carried over from older games of this kind is that you do have set screens. Yeah, even though you didn't get the sword in level 1, you just have the sword in level 2. There's just a couple of seconds of delay. Looking at the stream manager is making me dizzy, to be honest. Yeah, I think the game is peaking just a bit. Let me just try to lower the volume a bit. Okay. It's also really cinematic, way ahead of what was normal at the time. It also contributes to its modern feeling. Yeah, it is. It presents things in a very, as you say, in a very cinematic way, and it's not something that really happened at the time. You get a nice overview of something that could be, if the technology was there, presented via full motion video, for example. Yeah, and it does have that cinematic feeling. Yeah. Okay, still no drops frame. Frame drops, I mean. Yeah? Oh, come on, you can't do that. What was it? Oh, there you go. You have the sword. I just noticed that, yeah. So it worked yesterday. Oh, hello there, yonder. Hi. I'm sorry, this is really more of a trial run than anything. So don't expect great streaming content. I'm really glad you dropped by. And yeah, it really is an amazing game. And if I manage to actually look at chat only while I'm paused like this. Dakin Ho, hi, welcome back. Alright, so this time around I think we'll try to beat the game. And that's the plan, really. My goal for the day is to actually try and beat this game. And if we manage that, it'll be a successful test. Ah. Well, that's the kind of game it is, yeah. And you know the game well, I assume. It is you have a 60-minute limit, and you have to play the game over and over in order to remember all the intricacies well, so you can actually beat it. And I am gonna lose a bit of time here by getting that large potion over there. Let me just pause for a bit. I was just gonna say that it was time for a prediction. Will Venom escape the dungeon and save the princess before the time runs out? Type yes or no in chat. Oh, I appreciate a vote of confidence, yonder. I played this game for the first time yesterday in a long while. I hadn't played it, so and I almost beat it. Oh, I'm gonna fall over here. Yeah. That's okay. We can lose that amount of time. Vadim bucks? That sounds problematic, to say the least. Doesn't sound like a very popular currency. But I keep looking at chat, I'm gonna die more. Okay. So again, you saw there, the game does help you line up a bit, even when the climb jumps. If you're just a smidge away, it sort of brings you closer. Can you guys hear me over these sound effects over here? Because they tend to be the loudest. Thank you, Under. Okay, let's see if we can do this first time around. So, I jump on the switch and start going. Oh, come on. It's mostly fine, but the game sound could be a tad lower. Okay, let me just lower it a bit. Let's give it another 5 decibels or so. Alright. Let's see now. That's a bit better. Okay, let's leave it like this for a while then. Thank you. Oh, cute trick about that crusher, by the way. If you don't stop when you enter the screen, as you saw right there, you can just carry on through it. I've never been confident enough to do the same thing on the way back, even though I know it's supposed to work. Okay, let's see if I can jump over far enough to get on the other side of the skeleton before it wakes up. No. Yeah, there we go. That's, even though I lost a life here, it's a bit better to be on this side. Makes it easier to then climb down and push him over into the platform. Okay. You bony son. Okay. Come on. There you go. The little huzzah tunes are really great. 50 minutes. Could be better, but not terrible. Okay, she's just waiting at this point. I'm sorry if I'm being really quiet. I'm trying to get my head in the game, so to speak. Let's try and get this one. Okay. And again, most of the larger potions that give you an additional life point, you don't really need them for the final boss because he's not that difficult to beat. But they do come in handy for the guy on level 8. No. I don't want to drop over here. drop here as well. Yeah, dropping here would be preferable. Yeah, so you skip that fight over there. They kept that in Sands of Time remake. The final boss is really easy as well. Yeah, I don't think I've played that much of it, but I do remember playing through it and at least once. And thinking the same thing, yeah. Okay. Now let him push you back over here. Yeah, as long as you don't really run into them, the spikes are just fine. I always used to try to kill this guy on the switch here. Not that it matters, really. So here comes the important moment. Okay, let's make it quick. Do a running jump. There you go. And our Evo site has been reviewed. Huzzah. Now you see the tune changes a bit here. Something sinister is afoot. Okay, no. Over this way. Have a nice lurk yonder. Let's see if we can push this guy over. Ah, that's a pity. There you go. Yeah, the Dark Prince thing originates over here. Let's face it, it's not really a novel idea. But it's really nicely carried through throughout the series. Bastard is gonna take my potion. I don't know why I always come here. I know I don't need to. Wait a second. Yeah. So with this guy, I don't think. Yeah, I probably mentioned yesterday, but you don't want to push him over because it becomes really difficult to deal with if he falls down. I looked up some old saves on the old DOS machine that's behind me. And the fastest I've done this is 39 minutes. Which I don't think I can recreate anytime soon, but I did used to be able to do it that quickly. And that's without any significant shortcuts or cheats, just the one on level 1. And that saves you about a minute or so, really. Okay. 44, not bad. Still doable. Okay. It's too early for this. I need to go the other way first. It's pretty annoying how the levels in between are more difficult to remember than the ones at the beginning and the end. Wait, what was I doing here? Yeah. This way first. Man. Fat guard. Sometimes he really defends himself really intensely, other times he just doesn't. He's supposed to subvert expectations by looking out of shape, etc., but he's a really good swordsman. Okay. There we go. So, you could grab on, but the bastard closes the door for you, and you have to fall down. Okay, let's try not to die. Okay. Almost. It's interesting, the same way that the game, if you're holding down shift to crawl, or just to walk instead of running, the game will give you a second shot, won't let you fall over a ledge. And the same thing happens with hidden switches like this one. You see the one just next to me, in front of me, it's a push switch. Yeah, it sort of it falls down a bit and you close the door, but the game won't let you step on it if you hold down shift. It will let you get as close as possible without stepping on it. over here. This one? Yeah. And really, it's a feature that made it playable, because it saves you quite a bit throughout the gameplay. There's at least a couple of places where you accidentally just hit forward and fall over, or if you press a switch and you're stuck. No point keeping silent, because at the moment you jump and hold onto it, you're gonna press the switch over here. And he'll be alerted. Yeah, that's not ideal, but it'll work. Whoa, whoa, dude! That's gonna be a problem. Really. This could be a big problem. Come on, guy. I don't have all day. Yeah, sometimes I try to do that. Sometimes it's not just worth it. It's just not worth it. Let's see here, we have 39. Again, it's still doable. I really can't die anymore at this point. Dude, didn't you get the memo? We're on schedule here. We don't have time to deal with your... Exactly, right. Exactly, Axel. I have a princess to save, dude. Enough with the stabby stabby. Oh man, I really wish I hadn't died. It's gonna be close. Oh, thank you. Sure, no pressure. Okay, you gotta stop looking at OBS. You can just look at the game window instead. You're not keeping count, are you? See, this was a couple of minutes that could have been saved here. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah. I think you're right. Second one. Oh. See, I looked at chat. I shouldn't be looking at chat. Yeah. I know, Dakin, I know. Can't help myself. Trying to be a good host. Okay. Let's just do that. Okay, if I don't die on level 8, that's a big if though. Ugh, okay. Hello. Alright. Thank you, game. Press up. Up. Up, you. See? Up. By the way, have you played Lost Vikings or Blackthorn? Maybe some future playthrough or Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, perhaps, are incredible games. Yeah, I've played a lot of Lost Vikings. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I'm not really making any grand plans about future playthroughs, but I did, before I started, I did load up Commander Keen 1 and 4 because I was just, at some point I wanted to show you guys the difference between what scrolling brought to platformers eventually, and id Software, what they did. If I do, see, this is my thought process. If I do decide to actually stream a bit here and there, I'll probably make it a weekly thing because I don't really have any more time than that. And I'll go through all the old games I used to play first and then maybe jump onto some more serious stuff. Because right now, even though I have a lot of computers around me, I don't really have any way of capturing my output on another computer, which would be really better if I want to play things like Half-Life, which I really want to play, and Diablo. I don't want to put all the load on my main desktop, even though it can handle it. I just don't want to do it. Never felt good doing this. But yeah, it is fun. I would like to do it a bit, and I'll probably go through some old games first, and some old platformers. I even have Zork lying around. I dug out Zork, which I don't know. I'm not sure it would make for a great stream, but it's really fun to think of playing it again. Or I shouldn't have paused in the middle of this, should I? Okay. Alright, let's see if I can... Thank you, Dakin, thank you. Alright, forward and up. Okay. Dakin, thank you for following. I really appreciate it. Did the alerts work? It looks like they're working. Woot! I just rescaled everything from yesterday to fit on a 720 canvas, and I'm not sure if it looks fine, but you guys let me know if things seem off or something. Okay, game. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm doing this in autopilot. I should be focusing. Never played Commander Keen? Any of them? Because there's technically 6. But Keen Dreams, the 6th one, really stands out a bit. It's a bit of a black sheep, black sheep of the family. But I've definitely played 1, 2, and 3, which came as a pack, as a trilogy rather. And then 4, they changed the engine a bit with 4, quite a bit, and they kept the same engine in 5. And 6 is, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's called Keen Dreams, and the stylistics are a bit different in there. 4 is my favorite. I know 4 the best, but I definitely played through all of them, and I'd like to go back to them and see if how much I can remember, or if I can even beat them. 4 and 5 go together really nicely, and they're the most. 5, I think, is the game that really stands out as the most elaborate one. But 4 is definitely the one I remember most. Another game I was thinking of that I played the hell out of when I was a child is One Must Fall 2097, which is not in any way a platformer, but it's still... No, I don't want to get this. I still have most of my old saves from the tournaments, but if I do play it, I'd probably go through the campaign. From the tier fights, I mean. Luckily, that old hard drive that I have all my DOS games on is still working really nicely. Okay, let's see if we can manage this here. No, not gonna happen. Okay, let's see if we can do this then. It's gonna be close. Ugh, just barely. Jesus Christ. Oh man, these games are so... One Must Fall 2097, I did play a bit again during my abandonware phase. Yeah, did you have a favorite robot, Yog? Thank you. Ah, I wish I could have done that without going back. First try. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. Well, most of the designs are really difficult to remember, but I did... Oh, that was close. I do remember sticking to as humanoid as possible. So in the tournaments, you could also get a Nova eventually, which is the almost the same robot that you fight at the end. Major Krysak has a Nova robot, and you can get it in the tournaments, and it's the most anime-looking one out of the lot. Again, I just looked at chat again. I was gonna... Okay, 30 minutes. This is doable. Famous last words. Good mouse. Yeah, this one. If you look at any remakes of this one, any remakes of the classic one, the thing that mostly stands out in the different versions and compared to the Apple II version as well is that the prince has a turban in most versions, like the guards. Well, mostly like the guards. And it always seemed off to me that he has a turban. Because I always picture the guy as, if not the same guy, at least a relative of the guy from Karateka, which is an earlier of Jordan's games. I know it makes no sense lore-wise. They're not the same guy. Just think of them that way. Okay. So we gotta get this the first time around because we don't get the platform the second time around. Okay. Okay. So go down first. Push the switch. Or rather, let the platform fall on it. Otherwise you get stuck. $28. Okay. Again, it's gonna be close. But we're doing fine. It's fine. Ooh. You'd help me out. Help me out quite a bit if you just attack more quickly. I don't want to risk getting stabbed. Come on, guy. Okay. Right. Sometimes you gotta be a bit more aggressive. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's that potion again. No. No time for shenanigans. And something that people tend to overlook when they play this. Look at how minimalistic the background is. All of the atmosphere is created by little lines that sort of give you a hint of there are walls in there. There's bricks in there, and the only ambient movement you get is in the little fires from time to time, other than the actual traps. And that's all. You don't need much else. It looks very dynamic, even though it's very minimalistic. I really love the way the game looks. Okay. 25. Okay. Oh, this level. Is it? No. Yeah, let me take care of this guy first. Over here first, yeah. Oh, that was gonna be bad. Rushed in too quickly. Okay. Let's do it like this, okay? And you sneak, and you get a bit of an advantage here. Otherwise, he'll just push you over. Okay. By the way, I'm noticing, looking at OBS here, with the corner of my eye. Oh, see, this is what happens when I look at OBS. I'm noticing at least one of the color of the lights I have on is at some point making my face really green and washed out. Should figure out which one it is and avoid it in the future. See, this one. The reds and the yellows, okay. $22, okay. Let's see if I can remember how to do this one this time around. Yeah, much better than yesterday, definitely. So, the question is, do I want to waste some time getting that large potion? No, I don't think so. I can do without it. Yeah, the running jump. Nah. Come on. That wasn't ideal. Oop. See, I looked at the stream manager and looked at the tags. That was about a whole minute I just lost there. Whew. Are you keeping count, Yog? That's 3, I think, yeah? the tags under the stream manager flashed for a second, and it just caught my eye, and I just stepped into it. Minutes, okay. Again, it's close, but... Oh, I want to step over there. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just forgot about this. Wait, is that what I want to do? No. This is what I want to do, yeah. Yeah, the pose. Yeah, thank you. What was I thinking about just now? The pose, the way they look, they always used to remind me of the long pieces you used to get in Lego and Lego lookalikes. That's always what I used to think about these pieces. Okay. Oh. I needed at least 2 lives to make that jump over there. See? Because there's no other way to do it. Yep. You have to lose a life to make that jump. Life point, I mean. Okay. Yeah, 19. We're still okay, I think. I had real luck with the jumps yesterday. If I manage to recreate that, I should be fine. I've been going for almost an hour. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see if my fingers fail me this time around. That's the most crucial jump over here. One of the most crucial jumps. There you go. Let's try it again. Okay. Thank you. Okay, you gotta be quick here because you're opening the door that lets you take a running start. No, no, I don't want to jump here. Jesus Christ. Well, that was a long fall. Oh, I think I still have time to do it, but I don't want to jump there. It's not my fault. There was an alert and somebody went online and I took a look at the banner. I really have to learn not to do this. $16, still doable. Let's just not die anymore. Well, see, now I'm getting anxious. That's 5 so far? Let me just compose myself. Okay. My fingers are getting sweaty. Boy, it's gonna be really annoying if I don't do it this time around. $14. So where was... I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Alright. See? Whoa, I didn't do it in time. I had to... See what you have to do. Let me see if I can just pause for a second. What you have to do in there, for posterity's purposes, you have to put away the sword as quickly as possible. Because otherwise, stabbing each other is not gonna work. You just gotta put the sword away and it will work. Right, this will be really the last chance, because if I die again... As long as I can get to the double in there, to the Dark Prince, that's essentially the game, and then it's Jafar. That was unfortunate. Should I give it another go? Yeah. I think we're running on fumes at this point. I'm sorry, guys. The most annoying bit is I'm managing the tricky stuff. I'm dying in silly places. Come on, I used to do this in my sleep. Well, almost. I'm gonna try not to, Yog. I'm not making any promises right now. Minutes, I know, game, I know. It's gonna be... It's almost impossible at this point, but not just quite yet. So please don't remind me where we are. Oh, I almost missed this one. This was annoying. I looked at OBS again. Okay, let's not die now, okay? Dying is a no-no. No dying. Do not die, you fucker. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do this gently. Put it away. Okay. Put it away, you merge. Okay. He was gonna stab me again. That was really close. And there is one of the most poetic moments in the game. Yeah. So it looks like a big ledge that you just have to fall off, but if you just run, it's fine. Oh, don't go to the other screen. The thing about the other screen now, if I do remember correctly, and again, I haven't seen this in over 2 years, but if I do remember correctly, there's platforms that are going to be falling down, and as long as you don't stop anywhere, none of the platforms should be able to hit you. No. But I could have sworn that was right. Anyway. So all I have to do now is beat Jafar, and he's just over there, and it's really a simple fight. And I have plenty of time. A leap of faith, exactly, yeah. It always reminds me, this moment always reminds me of the Last Crusade. Okay, here's Jafar. That could have been better. The good thing about I can die at this point because the game's gonna see what they response me over here. Now you have to wait for them. Yeah, that was the trick. Waiting for them is better. Okay, chat. We almost got this. Oh, look at me talking at chat like there's a lot of people in there. Maybe run a bit over there. Okay. Draw the sword. Okay, so he's gonna defend himself just a bit. So we gotta be careful with the parry. See, he does a bit of fighting. He's not as easy as the other guards. But I'd say he's easier than the fat guard on level 6. Okay. And then there you go. And the door opens by itself. So as long as I don't fall over here. Yog, I know you're still people. What I mean is, it sounded haughty to me to talk to chat like there's a big audience watching me, and it's just a couple of you very kind and very pleasant people staying with me over here. So that's about it. Walking over there would essentially bring me on the level that the princess is on. So let's do it. Yeah, I always run. There you go. And the mouse is with us as well. Hey! The tyrant Jafar lies dead, his power shattered. Throughout the land, the people of Persia hailed their princess, and the brave youth who saved her from the forces of darkness. No longer a stranger, he shall from this day forth be known as Prince of Persia. Thank you, Dakin. And in this case, in this point, you get a tune that you don't really get anywhere else. Greg? What are you doing, Greg? How did you take 92 minutes to beat a 60-minute game? Who is Greg? Where did they get this copy from? Oh, by the way, this is my old handle that I used to use. Yeah, and that's the game. And it's... if you practice it often enough, it's really easy to beat, but just imagine going through these levels for the first time and learning it bit by bit. It really takes a long time before you know the game well enough to beat it.